You know, in a week where your channel has literally been around the world and told everybody that you're now failing behind the streaming platform that is YouTube, you would have thought you might have wanted to rethink exactly how you're operating over at ITV. That is the commercial channel over here in the United Kingdom. Ratings are down, advertising's down, and they're having to slash a lot of budgets. But seemingly on their failing breakfast show, Good Morning Britain, of which of course the main host Susanna Reid has been on holiday for, well, a number of times, the thing is, well, apparently they're ploughing ahead, even though they know this is going to cause controversy and, more importantly, lose even more viewers. But there's a reason behind it. As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you. You all right? I'm all right. Thank you so much. Nice to have your company. It's a funny thing, you know. Sorry, we'll have a better way than that. You all right? Yes, absolutely. Nice to have your company, truly. It's a funny thing though, isn't it? You know, with the mainstream media, I'm not necessarily against any of them at all. What I would say is that I just think the way that we consume news has totally changed. I mean, the idea of picking up a newspaper now, say on the way to work, stopping off, you know, to newsagents or something, just seems a little bit, oh no, you know, because everything's on your phone or your iPad or whatever. Or you pick it up by listening to radio, or when you get home and watching clips of TV shows or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. Everything moves on. ITV looks like an absolute dinosaur. The way that they present Good Morning Britain with the presenters behind a huge desk, a voiceover announcing them every single day. Even a floor manager is a luxury in the world of television. I know, I work in it every day, trust me. But what's interesting is when they make the usual faux pas and bigger, well, things that really just turn the audience off. For instance, this man, Ed Balls, right? A former Labour MP, not a brilliant one, or else he wouldn't be doing this, right? The bottom line is he's now one of their main anchors of Good Morning Britain and paid a six-figure salary, right? So no mean feat really to be able to pull in that money. His wife is the current Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, failing in her job too because she was going to smash the gangs, and literally she couldn't smash open a cream egg. But there's the problem. Now, she recently again popped up on the programme Good Morning Britain to be interviewed in a very lame way by none other than Kate Garraway. Now, Kate's a lovely girl, but wants to detail every facet of her life, from not being able to pay her tax bill to selling a £1 million house, simply because, of course, she has problems. The public don't care. You're on colossal amounts of money. You do not share that level of your life if you're in those privileged positions. But why does she go so easily on somebody like Yvette Cooper? Well, according to a very well-placed source behind the scenes at ITV, they don't want Yvette upset, and she's prepared to go on that programme. She doesn't go on all of the news channels in the morning, the media round. She won't do them all. You know the ones I'm talking about. She refuses. You see, and the reason why is that they don't want Ed to be upset. Now think about this. This isn't about you watching the programme. This is about whether you upset the host. You see, they believe, get this, that he's a draw simply because he's married to the current British Home Secretary, the one that can't stop the boats, the one that literally is flooding our country every single day with criminals and the unvetted. She can't do anything, but they don't want to upset this particular man. Hence the reason I'm not necessarily totally upset with Kate Garraway, simply because of the fact that she also needs and wants to keep her job, so she wouldn't dare step out of line. So if you wonder what's truly wrong with the mainstream media, you just literally have to look at the alleged celebrity hosts, performers, whatever you want to call them. It's all there. Never mind about whether you want answers to the burning questions. He sat next to her. She wouldn't dare literally cross it. And if she did, and as we've seen many times before, literally anybody who gets burned is removed. The only people that were ever really truly looked after at ITV were Philip Schofield. But remember how well that turned out. This is exactly why Good Morning Britain, Loose Women, This Morning, Lorraine, are all having to cut their mega budgets, simply because you and I are seen right through it. But as long as Ed Balls is happy, well, they're happy apparently. Don't care if you don't watch. See how it works? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.